Hey everybody, welcome to Get the Food Out of Here. Thanks for everybody for showing up. Today, we're going to make something because the summer's on its way. And what do you eat in the summer? Hamburgers, hot dogs. But we're going to make hamburgers today. My hamburgers, the ones that I always love. First, we're going to wash our hands. First thing you always do, right? And why do you wash your hands? Because of the germs, right? You never know what filthy animal you touch on the way in, on the way out. So we wash our hands. Okay? Now my wife can't yell at me. Even when I wash my hands, she don't want me to touch her. So every little bit helps. Okay. One of my two favorite things are eggs when we go to the diner and hamburgers. So we're going to combine them. First I'm going to put this on a little. Okay? And spray it with Pam so it doesn't stick. If you're doing it on the barbecue, spray the barbecue with Pam. Unbelievable. This does a great job, the Pam. I used to go out with a girl named Pam. She was the opposite. She was very sticky. Especially your fingers when I fall asleep. Anyway, first thing you do, we're going to make two very thin patties. See these patties? How thin? Let me show you. You make it like a golf ball, a little bit bigger, and you squash it. Then you put it in a piece of, on saran wrap, and you mash it down so it's thin. So you have two thin ones, okay? You can't make this too thick. Otherwise, it will not work. Okay, you've never seen this before. You'll be telling all your friends. Girls, if you don't like it, keep your mouth shut and cook this for your husbands. They'll love you. They'll take you to the mall. Okay, look how thin. Your hamburgers should never be that thick. Grandma said the only two things that should be thick are your lasagna and your wallet. Okay, look at that. We got two very thin patties. Make them perfect. Then you know what we do? We get an egg and we put it in there. How you going to do that, you say, right? Look. Pay attention. You separate the yolk. Look how good. Look how good I am. Look at this. Boom. See that yolk? You know what you do with that yolk? I'll tell you what to do with that yolk. You put this yolk in the freezer for 30 minutes. No more, no less. You understand that? And then it goes in here. Okay. So look, we're doing good so far. We're making time here. Well, we got to cook it for a while, so. Okay, now I go in the freezer. And I get a yolk that I froze. 30 minutes. That's it. Look at this. That's how you know you're getting old. I used to pull things out of cellophane bags when I was a kid. Now I'm pulling yolks out. Like an animal. Boom. Look at that. See that? Now you take the other patty and you just put it on top. Now here's the bad part. You gotta seal it. You gotta seal it. So look what I do. I mash the ends. You see that? Now even though you mash the ends, sometimes it still leaks out. What are you gonna do? What do you want from me? You make another one. You serve it to the guy you don't like. But you really try and pinch those ends. And you work on it a little. Sometimes I curl the ends. Are you getting this? Oh, cameraman, you getting this? Look at me. That's my wife. My wife's the cameraman. This is the only time I could talk to her like this. The other times I get walloped. But she's got to be good. Okay. Look at that. So I tried to seal it as best I can. You see what's going on there? If there's a weak spot, it's right there. But we do what we can. Okay. Now we got to turn this up a little. Now you see what we got here? Look at that. Don't worry about that lump. That lump's going to go away as the yolk starts to form inside of it. You excited? You're loving this, right? Never seen this. Don't bullshit me. You never seen this. Okay, we got the yolk here. This is going to go in the freezer for the next one, but you won't be around for the next one. Okay, now I'm putting it in the frying pan. See how it comes right off? See that? Ah. Now what you got to do is you got to cover it. Because no matter what, that'll spit. The fat comes out, it starts spitting like the old Chinese guy waiting for the bus in the morning. It's disgusting. It'll get all over the place and I get yelled at. Okay, that didn't take long, right? The only thing is 30 minutes. You got to put that yolk in there. And then that's it. All right? Now we got the, look at that beautiful chopped meat. Right? You know, the generations come and go. My grandmother never even bought chopped meat. She took all the scraps and she made her own chopped meat. She sees you buying chopped meat. She's like, whoa, what did you do? Would you hit the number? Okay, so now we got this cooking. Should never be thick. Okay. We're trying to get this just perfect. See, when we go to the diner, there's only two things I like to get at the diner. Hamburgers or eggs, right? And I don't. I always got to choose. Now I don't have to choose. What are you saying? Put it lower? Why are you saying put it lower for? He's yelling at me to put it lower. I got to get a real cameraman. One that doesn't yell at me. Okay, we need more wine. Every recipe needs some wine. Nice. If you drink enough wine, no matter how it comes out, you don't care. Okay, we got the beautiful chopped meat. I like this kind of cheese. It's sharp cheddar.
Vermont cheddar.
Vermont cheddar. All of a sudden, Mrs. Vanderbilt. Okay, look at that. It's much better. It's sharp, and I load it up. Don't be a cheapskate with the cheese, all right? It's called the cheeseburger. Okay. I'm going to put it a little lower. She was right. You got to leave it in until the meat starts to sweat. You understand? Till you see it bleeding on top. Not bleeding a lot. Just like it owes you money, you know? Just a little bleeding. Goes a long way. Okay, I touched the raw chopped meat, so I got to wash my hands again. Chopped meat's dangerous. You can't infect the whole house. You know what happens? You end up touching something, and you get people sick. And then, you know, we're Italians, we're Sicilians. We think somebody's poisoning us. Remember my grandfather got sick off a hamburger one time. He went to the butcher, he gave him a wallop. Thought he was poisoning him. Meanwhile, he owed the butcher $300 because the butcher took the numbers. You know how it was. So right now, we're doing good. We're doing good. It's cooking. Now, I gotta say, sometimes I've made this and it didn't come out perfect. Alright? So I want you to try this. But you gotta do 30 minutes for the yolk. And thin so it cooks. Alright, what am I looking for? Spatula. Look at this spatula. Look. Ever buy a spatula? This is how Italians buy spatulas. Look at this spatula. 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 I'll take it. All right, I'm going to turn it. It's sweating a little. Oh. And now I'm going to put some cheese on it. You put one slice of cheese? No, not in this house. We put one. We put two. We put three. We put four. What do you want from me? See, it's leaking out a little bit. We're hoping for the best here. I like rolls from the bakery. You know why? Because they sop up all the good yolk. You know? You know when you're eating eggs and you're sopping up? Look, you take this out. You give it to the birds. Okay? We're almost ready. Look at that beautiful cheeseburger. Look at that. Well, what did I do that for? Get that off of there. Huh? Look how beautiful that is. And you put this on it, and you cut it open. And what comes out? Look at this. Look, get this shot. Look at the yolk. Oh, look at all the yolk. Oh, yeah, look at that. It's like a soft boiled egg mixed with beautiful meat. Oh. Your husband's gonna rub your feet for giving you this. You see the big roll? It stops it up. And then you could even get the other roll. And you scoff it. You scoff. What's that called?
Scarpetta.
Scarpetta. It's Italian for sopping up.
With bread.
All right. Look at this. Oh. Oh, my own. You never had a burger like this. With the yolk in it, oozing out. Lime. Another successful burger. Look. Look at the yolk. Look at the yolk. Are you kidding me? People, thank God you found this cooking show. Guys, I salute you. We're going to have a great summer. Go to fredrubino.net for some shirts. Get the food out of here, shirts. I'm going to finish this burger. Oh my God. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you later. Get the food out.